Hi, my name is Anna, and I have the absolutely impossible task of introducing the queen herself, Hannah Chatellier. I first met Hannah in kindergarten as a crazy critter at GSL. I do not remember much from this time other than our names getting confused. However, when I came to St. Mary's freshman year, I got to know Hannah again. This year, Hannah and I have gotten to bond over our struggle in AP Physics. Our physics class is often filled with a lot of confusion and a lot of laughter, and I wouldn't want it any other way. I want to personally thank Hannah for my newly subscription, for teaching me to call the hogs, and for Samantha, my new hairstylist. I know that she will share something amazing with us all, so without further ado, I give the funny, kind, caring friend of mine, Hannah Grace Chatellier.
We've all been told at one point or another how important sleep is. From considering it the best medicine to attributing it to beauty, sleep is a universal necessity. While I have also heard these sayings most of my life, I, however, have a much more complex relationship with sleep. It was the second night of Beale Street sophomore year, and I had spent the night at Julia's house. On this occasion, I had the pleasure of sharing a bed with Kelsey. However, after falling asleep soundly next to Kelsey, I was awakened by the most awful noise I have ever heard. It only grew louder and more unbearable by the second, but as always, it was just Kelsey. My best friend Kelsey has an awful snoring problem. On this night, I couldn't stand Kelsey snoring even a little bit, so I slept on the floor with no pillow or blanket in the bedroom adjacent to Kelsey. Yes, a bedroom floor, but no snoring. And you think that's my worst night of sleep, but nope, it wasn't. After football homecoming court, my friends and I spent the night at Claire Griffin's house, where we all piled into a bed and slept like the grandparents from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Not only that, but Khaki woke me up with a foot that was twice the size of the other, and we spent the rest of the morning at Campbell Clinic. But again, no, that was not my worst night's sleep. Over our senior year fall break, my friends and I and our moms went on a beach trip. Every morning at a ripe 6 a.m., I was awakened by Kennedy's lovely, I'm awake, making that fall break trip 7 of my worst nights of sleep. However, wrong again, it gets worse. For Khaki and Samuel's wigging out for 18th birthday party this year, they both decided to invite anyone and everyone in Memphis to spend the night. Subsequently, the Callens ran out of beds pretty fast, so I dragged my wig and my blanket to the outdoor patio where I slept with Khaki's dog and Mother Nature. But no, that was not the worst night's sleep of my life. One summer night, I got on my usual air mattress that I sleep on at Khaki's house. I went to sleep and woke up not in an air mattress, instead I woke up in a bed, but not just any bed, Miss Callen's bed with Miss Callen. Although I thought all of these nights were my worst nights of sleep, from Kelsey's snoring to my horrible sleepwalking habit, they were some of the best. It wasn't until this past November that I truly could appreciate these nights. This past November, I was in a car accident, one that I'll never forget. I woke up for nights afterward having nightmares of the sound of the crash, the flashing blue police car lights covering the road, and my mom holding me on Central Avenue. Those were my worst nights of sleep, nights where I couldn't sleep. Looking back on those restless nights reminds me of the nights I thought were the worst, and I know that they're not. It makes me grateful for Kelsey's snoring and Khaki's outdoor patio furniture, for Khaki's mom and Kennedy's wake-up calls. No matter how terrifying the car accident I was in was, it made me realize how much I have to be grateful for. The moments when we're faced with our most significant hardships, we're forced to look for the good in our lives. I spent November searching for anything I had that was good. And that month, I found the little things to be good, like my heated blanket or my mom telling me goodnight every night without fail. Before my accident, I wouldn't have been near as grateful or even noticed these seemingly mundane things. However, in the face of adversity, I was able to find a new appreciation for the things I had previously taken for granted. Not only did I finally appreciate my mom's goodnights, but I look back with gratitude on Kelsey's snoring and Khaki's enlarged foot. All of my bad nights of sleep seem not so bad anymore. In fact, they seem like my best nights of sleep. In the months following November, I realized how it takes bad nights of sleep to truly be grateful for our good nights of sleep, our good days and weeks. Having been in that car accident, I have a new appreciation for the people around me. In my hardest time, I longed for those people and the bad nights of sleep that came with them. But now, several months later, I'm grateful to say that just this past weekend, I had to sleep on Khaki's ottoman. And all my bad nights of sleep with all my favorite people are back once again. Thank you.